Samsung have just announced that One UI 8 is going official. Let's go through everything you need to know. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. And just now, Samsung have announced that One UI 8 is exiting the beta stage and becoming official from September. Technically, it's already released because it's on the foldables. They were the ones that launched with it. But the expansion to all the other devices that you see here on the table is coming from September. The timing is great because it is pretty much just after Google will have their Pixel event, which will be the proper launch for Android 16 on their devices, and at the exact same time that Apple is launching the new iPhones. So that's cool. Before the full version drops though, Samsung are expanding the beta program to other devices. Let's take a look at the statement and see which devices are getting the One UI 8 beta starting from next week. So reading through the statement, it says the beta program rollout will start next week and will be available on the S24 series, the Z Fold 6, the Z Flip 6 in India, Korea, the UK, and the US. So it's a bit annoying that the markets for the beta are limited. You know, iOS gets a public beta pretty much in every country. You can register for it. Samsung, however, seem to limit it. I think it's just down to the fact that the markets that they are going into with these are very engaged with Samsung. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. That's what we have. So from next week, S24, Fold 6, and Flip 6 will be getting the beta program for One UI 8. The following month, we'll see the Fold 5, Flip 5, and various A-series phones also be able to sign up for the beta through the Samsung Members app. That's cool that those devices are going to get it within the next few weeks as well, because they're going to be able to experience what One UI 8 is like, albeit in a beta stage. It goes on to talk about what One UI 8 does with multimodal intelligence. Of course, we already know what One UI 8 is. We've got it on our S25 Ultra and we've got it on our foldables. So you can go and check out those videos because there's a lot to get through in there. But we have more than just the S25 Ultra running One UI 8. Of course, we've got the foldables, the Fold 7 and the Flip 7, but our Fold Special Edition is also running One UI 8. This has got the full new One UI 8 software on here. And the way you can tell by that is, apart from looking in the software information, of course, is when you go into Quick Share, you have the new Quick Share. That is an absolute hallmark of the new One UI 8 software. But it's not just the Fold Special Edition that we have it on. We also have the full final version on the S25 Ultra. It is running on here pretty much as a final version would. I absolutely love all the touches that they've made and the fact that now it has pretty much all the same features that the Fold has got on here too. Will be exciting for you. Also got a very early version of it running on my S23 Ultra as well. We did a video on this talking about how it's not quite ready for the big time yet. Hopefully when the beta rolls out though, some of those things that I spoke about will be improved. But the fact that we've got it here sort of showcases that Samsung have been working on this for a while. So what can you expect from One UI 8? Well, a lot of it will depend on what device you have it running on. The Fold 7 and S25 Ultra are going to probably give you the best version of One UI 8 you can get. It's going to have all of the AI features. It's going to have all of the sort of nice touches and software interactions because it's running the latest chip as well. Things like the Now Brief obviously will start to roll out as well. This launched with One UI 7 on the S25 Ultra, but then didn't make its way to One UI 7 on any of the other devices. So hopefully with One UI 8, a version of Now Brief will sort of start to make its way back to some of these. And we know that that's the case because on my Flip 6, which again is running a very, very, very primitive version of One UI 8, the Now Brief can be seen as part of the widget stack there. Now in this version of One UI 8 that I have on here, the Now Brief doesn't work. As you can see, nothing happens. This version of One UI 8 too also had this absolutely hideous volume panel, which thankfully has not made it to the final version. But the Now Brief and what it can sort of show you and integrate into your Samsung ecosystem, this can be here, and hopefully it will roll back to last year's variants as well. There might be a chance it arrives on the Galaxy S23 series too, but that's just a wait and see at the moment, and we'll know more when the beta rolls out in a couple weeks' time. Another thing we're really looking forward to seeing in One UI 8 in more devices too is log video. Log video being that really nice flat profile that gives you the ability to later control the color grading of your video, and it records a lot more detail, a lot more dynamic range points, and then you can control it later. I'm saying that we'll expect it because on my Fold Special Edition here, which again is running One UI 8, log video made its appearance in a recent update. There is log, video, and pro video modes. So that means for 2024 devices at least, we should be able to see log video make its way to like the Fold 6, the S24 Ultra. I think the S24 Ultra already has it, but the Flip 6, again, I've already got it on here. Log video will be on the Flip 6 with One UI 8 as well. You will also 100% see a new Samsung DeX. We have covered the full Samsung DeX feature set with One UI 8 already, so you can go and check that out. But just know you've got a lot to look forward to. Samsung are making better use of DeX on the monitor, but also on the phone screen itself, and the interchange between the two is a lot smoother. So go and check that video out because you can see all that you need to know regarding Samsung DeX and One UI 8. I already showed you the new Quick Share interface. That's going to be making its way to all One UI 8 devices. And you're going to see some mild updates to some of the apps that Samsung make, like the gallery. You're going to see some new iconography there. Same as My Files. That's also going to get a new UI as well. Calendar, also going to get a new UI in the sense that you can switch between event and reminder. And reminder, also going to get a brand new UI as well, which you'll get with One UI 8. So there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of new features, subtle refinements, I should say, that are coming in, because immediately One UI 8 won't feel like a new OS. All of the One UI 7 interactions are the same. Swiping down to get notifications, swiping across and extra toggles for quick panel, all of that is still the same. Swiping up and your new vertical app drawer, still the same. Nothing has really changed from that sense. And I don't think that's a bad thing. If Samsung were to completely throw out every 6 months their OS, that would make for a really challenging time for consumers to get accustomed to what they're using. I think it's absolutely fine for them to refine what they've already done. One UI 7 was the big change. However late and delayed that software was, it actually changed the way you use it. So for Samsung to then 6 months later throw out everything they started and for people to complain about that, come on. We need a stable OS. We need a fun, stable OS to go along with that too. And I think what One UI 7 did was give that fun back to One UI, and One UI 8 has just refined and built on that. This is by far Samsung's earliest release of an OS. I think they saw the response to the delays that One UI 7 got, and they worked extremely hard to make sure they get themselves back on track. And that is what One UI 8 has done. It's got Samsung back on track. Earlier in the year, I posed that One UI 8 can save Samsung's year. And I think with the release being as early as it will be, that is going to be the case. This year, we've got back on track from a software standpoint. As refined as the hardware has gone, there's been some missteps. So hopefully next year, bring back Bluetooth S Pen, bring back S Pen on the Fold, and improve the cameras, especially this 3x1 here, and next year Samsung will be unbeatable. Hit subscribe to SamMobile TV if you appreciate content like this and want to know more about One UI 8 and all the various devices that are going to be getting it. This is the place to be. Go visit our website, check out our socials, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.